This Olympia will be my 5th Olympia. Obviously now with the title being open for grabs, my mindset's a lot different than in years past. When you have a champ such as Flex who is on top, you just can't beat the champ. You have to knock them out. And you know, many great guys have tried and have failed. But Flex has decided to step down to the 212. Now the title's wide open. And in my eyes, I'm definitely a contender for that title, despite, you know, being the underdog because of my height and weight. Mentality, like I said, training-wise, is the same. Hard, heavy, every single day. But again, I go into the gym every single day with the same mentality that I can and will be the next 212 Olympic champion.
We just got to the pancake house. You already know I'm on my diet, so I'm not eating here. I'm probably gonna eat my own meal. Then we're gonna crush arms today.
Being that it's called the Brownstone Pancake Factory, any variation of any kind of pancake, Bobby usually always like has his own like spice to it, so it'll not only taste good, but it'll also look good to take a picture and post on Instagram. So.
So we've been in the restaurant business even before I was born. My parents started the first restaurant in 1968 in Jersey City, and we've been doing it ever since. So I kind of grew up in this business, and I actually left and I went and I practiced law in Manhattan. I was an attorney for many years, and in 2004 I came back to it, and that's when we started Brownstone Pancake Factory, the concept. And this is our 3rd location. This is you're at our Englewood Cliffs location, and the last several years, really through like social media and stuff, we really sort of kind of blew up doing all these like over-the-top like pancakes, shakes, and stuff. And what's interesting, when I first opened, I was going more of like healthy food, organic, acai bowls and things like that. But what really kind of brought in the traffic was a lot of this sort of over-the-top stuff. And now it just sort of grew from that. And we just keep on, you know, taking it to the next level with some of our things.
I think it was like, it's interesting that you took over the top, as you say.
Yes.
But you got a lot of bodybuilders and fitness people.
So it's amazing. So I get a lot of, most of our followers are bodybuilders. And I also feel because of their work ethic and how much they work out, they can afford themselves these sort of cheat meals. So it's not something they would be doing if they're like prepping for a show, but when they're not prepping, they're like, if we're gonna
come here.
And it's a big leg day place, so when they're doing legs, usually they want to come here and have a big meal and stuff like that, you know? And I find it fascinating because when you see like a lot of regular people that don't bodybuild, and they see the way these bodybuilders eat, they're like, oh my God, how is that possible? But they also don't realize the amount of calories that they burn doing those crazy workouts that they do. And I admire bodybuilders. I have a lot of friends, including Vlad, that's a bodybuilder. So to me, I'm grateful that they come here. It means a lot to me.
I definitely put this as one of my favorites on my Google map now.
Thank you.
So I'll find my way back here when I'm back in New York.
What makes this fun is we get to do that. There is variety, there is creativity. We get to do fun, cool things. People enjoy coming here. It's not just a business.
No,
you know, there's more to it.
It's about giving.
And it's, I always say it's like a destination. So, you know, we have so many like birthdays, cheat days, like people choose to come here. So that means a lot to me. And Mother's Day. And you know what's interesting, our staff at all of our locations, I always train them. I'm like, you realize that everything that we put on this table, any table, someone's taking a picture of it. So we got to make sure it looks the way it's supposed to look, because that's the world that we live in now, you know.
So back home I have a gym. It's called Destination.
So it was quite funny when you bring up that this as a destination and my own place as a destination. And I feel like it's almost like we should have like a brother sisterhood
Why not?
thing going on here.
Why not? Absolutely. And I've always enjoyed like fitness. I've always loved that world. So even seeing it here is kind of cool for me. You know, I'm not a bodybuilder, but you know, like I enjoy working out. I think being physically fit and just feeling right is important, just for life in general.
You know, there's lots of talks about who's going to be the next champion, and many guys are being mentioned. The one name that's not being mentioned and everyone's kind of forgetting about is myself, and they forget that I've won 4 pro shows, one of which was a New York Pro. So a guy who's 5'2", 170 pounds, and going to a show such as the New York Pro, which is the 3rd biggest show in the IFBB, and win that, I mean, that tells you right there, I'm not to be taken lightly at all. And I plan on coming to Olympia at my absolute best and walking away that night the champion, period.
Let's go. Let's get that.
It's awesome. After the setbacks I've had, and seeing guys like Derek coming to town, and Sean and Vlad and Chris Pantano, they're all big motherfuckers, and for me coming back from this double shoulder surgery, and I was looked like I was a fucking phsiyque competitor at one point. It's good to be around people the same. The same desire, the same dream as you, and there's it's cool to be training with guys that are competing for the same title as me. Some might think that's weird, but I think it's pretty cool when you have 4 guys in the same spot. Myself, Vlad's never been to we just went pro, but I'm a 212, Vlad's a 212, Sean's a 212, Derek's a 212. So, obviously we're all friends and we're all a tight-knit group and camaraderie, but at the same time we're all in the gym trying to outwork the next guy and trying to get that title that's up for grabs. So it's pretty fucking cool, and it's exciting, man, because I've traveled all around the world, and it's cool to see some of these guys come to my hometown. Holland's one of my hometown gyms. This one, Gold Gym in Bridgewater, is the one I've been going to for years. And then, you got Apollon, which is where I'm in Edison, and then Iron Culture, which you guys will be at tomorrow. But, you go to some of those gyms, you'll see, they got my poster here, poster over in Bridgewater. So, these guys, Rob's been a big supporter of bodybuilding and myself for a very long time. So his hospitality is awesome, and he's always hospitable to anybody that walks in the door here. And he's got a phenomenal gym. He's got a very good nutrition line that he started at Power Nutrition. So, he's doing great things for bodybuilding and his gym. So it's pretty cool, man. I mean, it's just it's pretty cool, because I'm from Jersey, so I kind of don't understand, all these people come in from all over the world to train at Bev, to train at Power, to train at all these different gyms that are close to me that I kind of not take advantage of, but I take for granted a lot of the time. So it's pretty cool for them to come to my territory and try to bury me, because nobody buries me in my fucking backyard.
Like a firm believer that like the struggle is the best part. And working out's the same way, right? Like if you don't enjoy the pain, if you don't enjoy the hustle every single day, life sucks.
Yeah.
You know, I would hate to, like, I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy to, like, wake up or be born rich with everything that you have. Like, what the hell else are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Or the perfect body. Like, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, life is getting there.
Yeah.
To me.
Once you realize you have to enjoy the struggle,
Oh yeah.
then you actually get the results too.
Yeah, and you hear that from everyone that's super successful. Once you like stop worrying about the goals and enjoy getting to the goals and enjoying that hard work, if that's the juice, if that's what gets you up, you're set for life. Because then
I always say it's like a side effect, or it's like more or less like the expectation of myself and the work that I put in is that end goal, that end result. Whether it be money or title or whatever it is, it's like that's an expectation to achieve that, but who I become and how I influence in the process is the biggest thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And you know, for a lot of so what I try to stress with a lot of the young people that work here is that like, and I firmly believe this, like our limitations at this table is us.
Yeah.
There's nothing that holds any of us back from anything that we ever want to achieve or do in life besides what's in our own mind.
Yeah.
And once you understand that it's not about what other people, you know, whatever comes at you, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you know, I firmly believe that life happens and everything that happens for you, not to you.
Yeah.
Even negativity.
Yeah.
Like, take it, man. Absolutely.
And you use them towards your advantage, whether good or bad, you know?
You know, I was thinking about, you said before about destination, and in my world, we have a place called the destination. But my little secret for the, you know, for us is that it's not about the destination. It's about the journey. And people think that they are at the destination, but we're actually on a journey all the time. And that's, you know, that we learn from, and we put, you know, we create challenges and or we face challenges and we develop through it.
Oh, yeah.
And the journey is actually the ride.
I mean, I can speak from even my own like upbringing, like the fact that I had a tough father, as much as I might not have liked that as a kid, made me who I am today. Like, you know, people that deal with, I mean, historically, you think about all the people that have dealt with such immense adversity. Some of those people are the happiest, most successful people on the planet. Yeah. Just because, like, that's their, you know, I told my wife the other day, because we have a little boy, he's 11 months old, and I said, like, I don't have the hunger that my parents had when they came to this country with nothing. Yeah. And my son's not gonna have the hunger that I had. Yeah. And it's one of those unfortunate things about life, like, you know, the world that we live in. Yeah. And like, how do we sort of instill that in him? And it's a challenge.
Where he wants to pursue his own.
Yeah, and he wants to like, you know, like, you know, because for me, because I grew up in sort of poverty when I was a kid, but then I also saw like what prosperity was through hard work. Yeah. But my son just, you know, was born into prosperity, right? So like, how does he see the struggle?
But you have older kids. How do you instill that in them?
No, I think
your kids are very like proactive and you know.
They're a little bit older. They're like 17 and 21. So I feel I always was thinking about that same challenge, but I feel like the kids have the things within them, and I think it's important to talk to them about stuff that we are talking about
Absolutely.
now as early as possible, because you know, they catch up on things like that, and they also see you doing what you're doing more than what you're telling them. Yeah. So I think you bring them along on the thought process is much more important than telling them what to think or what to do or anything like that. So I think that is the, you know, don't be like, just like we are sharing thoughts now, you know, we should do the same with the kids.
Absolutely.
And have your great dialogues about life.
You know, I see, you know, we all see each other at shows or on social media, and we never get the chance to actually sit down and talk. It was actually good to sit down with Derek, Guy, you know, Chris, and even though we're bodybuilders, we didn't just talk bodybuilding. We talked about life, family, relationships, business. You know, it was great to just sit down, talk to everyone, and just kind of just hang out. You know, we're all bodybuilders. We all want to win, but at the same time, we're all human beings, just like everybody else. We put our pants on one leg at a time, like everybody else. and we're human just like everybody else.
If you don't enjoy the pain, if you don't enjoy the hustle every single day, life sucks.
So if you were to just literally get a hammer, crack my head open and see my thoughts, you would see King's Gym. When I progress, they progress. If they progress, I progress. It's an environment that will feed back and loop, and it'll go on and on and on and on. And you can't, how can you not succeed when everything is giving each other something back?
Life is getting there. To me, once you like stop worrying about the goals and enjoy getting to the goals and enjoying that hard work, if that's the juice, if that's what gets you up, you're set for life.
But you've got to be willing to go there. You have to be willing, mentally willing to take yourself there.
I've always known that I'm the type of person where if I say that this is who I am or this is what I'm gonna do, I will 100% for sure make that happen.
Endurance is what sees you win, because ultimately so many people genetically have the potential to be good, but it's the people that endure the whole process and hang around in it long enough to see the victories that are the ones.
And seek it again, even if
over and over again. You have to repeat, even after you lose, repeat.